we're on to Iron Man 2.
Yes.
Iron Man 2.
So
this movie gets a very bad rap. Like
horrible
rap.
I am going to agree with you. Because I don't know if you remember, I put Iron Man 2 very low on my list. I think I did
too. I certainly put it
below.
Let
me tell you something right now, okay? I apologize to any Iron Man 2 fans out there. I apologize. This movie is good. I think it's really great. Good.
I almost like it as much as the first Iron Man.
I hate Ivan.
Really? Why?
I hate him. He's a terrible villain. I don't like Ricky Rourke. I don't like the
Ricky Rourke?
Yeah, Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
I don't like Mickey Rourke.
Why? What the fuck? Yeah, you said Ricky.
It's not like Ricky.
You said
Ricky
Rourke.
I don't Rewind it. Anyways, no, for real though, I don't like Mickey Rourke. I think the accent's terrible. I think the fucking villain's forgettable.
Really?
It's not good, bro.
But dude, I want my bird. I want my bird.
I called that all the time. I want my bird. Bro,
it's not my bird.
Yeah. I called that all the time because of how terrible it is.
No, it's not terrible. It's funny, dude.
It's terrible.
No. You got it wrong. You got it all wrong.
Other than that, the movie is fucking. It's good.
It's a great movie.
It's better.
I think this actually, looking back on it, it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah, like honestly,
it's just underneath the first Iron Man. Like just. Like,
I wouldn't say just underneath. There's definitely some movies in between, but it's good.
I'm talking about like just in Iron Man and Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
I would say they're almost equal for me.
Okay,
on
I mean
rewatch,
that's fair enough to say. Honestly, if it was a
Man
better villain, I would say. I don't care for. I don't like. I think honestly, had they chosen literally anybody else but Mickey Rourke, I think.
Why do you hate this guy? Is he
I don't like his face.
Like?
I don't like his face.
What the fuck
I hate his face,
bro. What the fuck is this?
I hate his face.
What did he do to you? Oh my god,
this is a good actor.
This is racially motivated. There's no way.
He's a great actor, but
no.
He feels out of place. There's a reason we've never seen him come back as a villain. Okay?
Because he got incinerated.
Let's be honest for a second. People, it doesn't matter who dies. They can bring people back. They can easily bring people back.
Yeah, I remember I watched a video they said that the ending was changed to make it more ambiguous in case they wanted to bring him back, but it's not ambiguous. He fucking died. He's dead. There's no way.
He'll never come back.
He was in the middle of like practically a nuclear explosion. Like he's not fucking alive. There's no way.
But I just, other than that, like, dude, actually, hold on. I got notes, baby. All right. So again, hate the villain. Okay.
He's not the main villain though.
He is. Justin.
They're equal. They're on equal level.
Yes. Yeah. Justin. Rachel actually said something. We'll talk about it more in a minute when we get towards the ending. Yeah. But Rachel actually brought up a really good point, and we'll talk about it in a second.
Okay.
I also wrote in my notes it's forgettable in terms of plot. It's definitely forgettable compared to most MCU movies. Like every time I watch Iron Man 2, I'm like, what's the point of this movie again? And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like.
I mean, there's no, it's not a, it doesn't affect anything.
Yeah,
that's what you mean.
Exactly.
It doesn't affect any of the overall MCU or even Iron Man as a character, really, aside from. No, it doesn't.
It gives. Honestly, I think Iron Man 2 has possibly one of the best character developments for Tony. I know you're gonna say 3 is, but Tony, this movie is where Tony learned to not underestimate what the fuck he's against. Because when
no, it's not even that actually. I'm sorry. Of course, he gets taken down a notch.
Yeah, he gets taken down. Yeah,
because he's so fucking cocky.
And
then he realizes, hey, I need to start doing. So that is major.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. Personality-wise, he does get humbled very hard in this movie. Very hard. But I mean, like Justin Hammer, annoying, but also in a good way.
No,
in a good way.
He's like the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
there's nothing annoying about him.
That's what I mean. Like he is supposed to be. I don't find him annoying. I'm saying he is supposed to be annoying. He's supposed to be like a gnat, like a flea on you. He's supposed to be like a flea where he's constantly bugging you, and that's what he is. And I love him.
But I think it was just very intentionally. Really,
it was
like funny.
100%. Yeah, 100%. It's good. I love him. I love him. And he's annoying in a good way. He's annoying in a very good way.
Sam fucking Rockwell, dude.
Yes.
That character. That's a character that needs to come back. Right? Is he?
Yes. So there's a.
You can tell me this.
Yeah, I can tell you this. There's a show coming out called it's
Armor Wars.
Armor Wars.
Oh
yeah, and he's supposed to come back.
Yes,
and
dude.
We're supposed to get John Barenthal back as Punisher, and he's gonna have a Punisher Iron Man suit. Like, dude, yes.
Fuck! Oh, I can't wait to have him back. Because nothing happened to him. He just went to jail, so of course he could come back.
Actually, let's go over a couple more things here.
Okay.
Tony versus Rhodes or Rhodey.
Well, hold on. We'll get to that though, because I'm gonna go through.
You want to go?
Mine are in chronological order. So
yours are in order. Mine are somewhat.
Olivia Munn is in this movie as a reporter. She went on. Yeah, and she went on to play Psylocke in the X-Men movies.
I don't know she was a reporter. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, she shows up at the very start when they're talking about the expo. She's like, I'm here at the Stark Expo, and I'll be taking you guys to... She's just there for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's quick.
And it's like, oh, that's fucking weird.
Yeah,
like, just like looking back on it, that she's in it. Stan Lee is Larry King.
Yeah.
So he's Hugh Hefner and Larry King in the same universe. So that's a little interesting. And then also, Kate Mara is in this movie. She plays a reporter. No, who does she play? Who does she fucking play? I can't remember, but she's in the movie. And she went on to play Sue Storm in the Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, she plays the girl that serves him.
Serves him?
Yeah, not like serves him, but
what are you talking about? Oh, serves in the subpoena.
Yeah, serves in the subpoena.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, she's in this too. Yeah. Weird. Okay. The court hearing is amazing. That whole scene is fucking awesome.
You know that was a throwback to the line that Rhodey and him are saying, right? Where he's like, I'm here. I'm
here. Deal with it.
Yeah, that's
just because they recast.
Don Cheadle. Yeah.
It's me. I'm here. Deal with it. That's
him being like, get the fuck over it. Yeah, so it's recast. Move on.
Yeah. I like that Hammer. That Justin always calls him Anthony.
Yes.
Like right from the beginning, I was like, that's pretty fucking funny. Yeah. Like you could tell it pisses him off.
How awesome is it that Tony went and hacked their little system and playing the videos.
And then put on the shit.
The guy get folded.
And then he gets folded, and then Justin's like,
oh. Yeah. And he's like, shut it off. Like, he's just like, turn that shit off. Like,
he's like, I'll have you guys know he survived. I'm like, no, there's no way he fucking survived. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
But actually, I think he did, though, because I'm pretty sure the connection they make is later in Doctor Strange, he gets a call about somebody who gets twisted up in a suit.
Yeah.
When he's like about to crash. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one later. I have to re-listen to that because somebody said it was fucking Rhodes, but I don't know.
It's definitely not Rhodey. They confirmed it's not Rhodey because the timeline doesn't match up, but it could be the dude that gets fucked up in Iron Man 2. Which actually, by the way, is fucking awful. Like, it's truly horrible. Like, when you really think about it, like, it's played as a joke, but like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He gets fucking, like,
well, damn. I don't know if you know that, but those videos of that person getting twisted up, those are based off real videos.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
I think it was like, I don't want to name drop any countries without knowing. There was like a country that was, I was gonna say there was a country that was like trying to do suits.
Yeah.
And apparently one of the suits malfunctioned and it folded the person and completely killed him. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
As he's walking out, as Tony's walking out and talking to the cameras, he's like, I will serve this country at my own pleasure, and if there's one thing you can count on me to do that I've proven, it's to pleasure myself. Yeah. And then it just ends.
Yeah. It's so
that was a great line.
This is so good.
Then we're at the race now. Or you got something before that?
Say, that's what you're leading into. I really like the suit briefcase.
Yes, the briefcase suit is amazing, cool. And I did not see this movie when it came out, and I didn't watch the trailers or anything. This was like kind of before my time. I started watching these movies I started seeing them in theaters around like the Avengers. I think it was the first one that I would have seen in theaters. But apparently in the trailer. From what I understand, they showed the entire briefcase suit-up scene in the trailer.
They did.
Dude, imagine if they didn't do that. How fucking insane that would have been to see that in the theater for the first time.
It was still insane.
It's not the same thing, though.
The suit wasn't the best part in that. What do you mean? Like, the suit was not the best part in that scene. The best part in that scene is Tony getting his ass handed to him.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, like, that moment.
Yeah, that moment would have been cool.
Like, you'd be watching the movie for the first time, and then it's like, get the briefcase.
But like, the way the trailer makes it seem...
Is that...
Could it be? No, but what I'm saying...
But you wouldn't know.
No, I know, but I'm saying... The way the trailer made it seem is they made it seem like Tony was very triumphant. Mm-hmm. In that trailer, they're like, oh, shit, like, he's about to kick some ass. Yeah. He doesn't. Like, he gets trashed, and that's all.
He does kick his ass once he gets the suit. Yeah, once he gets the suit, he does kick his ass, though.
No, but he still lost because he got humbled. Like,
he didn't
like
lose.
when he says you lost, like the point wasn't for him to win that fight.
It was, dude.
No.
This bothers me because he does say that, and I was sitting there like he's laughing as he's getting carried off. He's like, ha, ha, I win. Like, no, but he did
because Tony got his ass whooped.
No, but
look how much damage.
I get what you're saying, but he went there clearly with the intent to kill him.
Yes,
he was not there just to humble him.
No, he wasn't there to humble him.
He's like, he got his ass kicked, and he was like,
but
I win.
But he didn't just get his ass kicked. He got his ass kicked. Wasn't he crippled?
I thought that too, right?
He is.
So look, if you go back and look at it.
Yeah, he's missing his legs.
No, but he's not, though. If you look at it when he's getting dragged away, it looks like he's missing his fucking legs. Yes. And then when he's sitting there, like for the first like minutes of the scene where he's sitting in the jail cell,
in the jail cell, naked. He's got feet. He's got legs.
He does, but for the first like minute of it, all you see is his knees, and you're like, wait, did they get severed? But then it cuts down. It's like, no, he has his legs.
He doesn't. Yeah,
it's just something about the way that shot of him getting dragged away is. Something
Yeah.
about him being dragged away in that shot looks like he lost his legs, but it's just an optical illusion. He has his legs,
Yeah,
because then he's walking.
Because I remember thinking the same thing. I was like, oh wait, yeah, he's got his legs in that scene.
It's a weird little thing.
It's a very weirdly shot. Maybe that was originally the plan, and then they were just like, fuck it.
Natasha gets introduced before the racetrack in the boxing scene.
She does.
Yeah, which is a pretty good scene.
She was very over sexualized in the beginning.
Yeah, but she's also in the Avengers too.
Yeah.
But that makes more sense. But best Black Widow hair out of all the movies has to be the best. The curly like red hair.
It looks good.
Looks awesome.
It looks good. Good. Rachel said something.
I think the shorter it gets, the worse it is.
Rachel said something, and I agree with it, and we'll talk about it in a minute when we get to that scene, that hallway scene. But she did bring up a really good point. She brought up 2 good points actually when we were watching Iron Man 2. But again, let's go back to that scene real quick, the boxing scene.
Yeah.
Dude, Happy. He's one of the best parts of that movie. He is, though. He's one of the best parts, bro, easily.
He's a little
Justin's
sexist.
great, but a little bit. But honestly, like, he's good in that movie. Like, he's great.
Yeah.
When he gets his ass whooped, it's fucking amazing. We'll talk more about it in that hallway scene. But anyways, back to the race.
Yeah, at the race. Well, he gets there. Well, not the actual fight. I want to talk about the stuff before the fight.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I know we were talking about the fight, but let's...
Don't bring up Elon Musk. Move on past that.
I was going to talk about him running into Hammer.
Yes.
At the fight, and just how he is just so fucking annoyed. He's like, God damn, I don't want to be around this guy. He is so sick of it. He's just like, God, can you get the fuck away from me?
The rivalry between them. Yeah. It's not even a rivalry, bro. The hatred.
And Justin's just like, no. It's just friendly competition. Tony's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah. But Tony's just like, nah, I'm not having that, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also like right before the racetrack, I put down. You can kind of tell that Natasha is like acting and like hamming it up as like the assistant. Like you can tell she's like pretending.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like the way she is, like because he goes out on the track, I think, and then Pepper's like, oh my god, and she's like. Natasha comes, she's like, "What can I do? How can I help?"
Yeah,
and it's like you can tell she's clearly like trying to be like overacting it because she's obviously not supposed to be the assistant, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
The suitcase suit, it was amazing, like we were talking about.
I don't like the way Tony crashed.
It was a little bit too unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a hard crash.
I was thinking the same thing because he hits the thing and he like does a flip and then lands regular and like, okay, that's believable. Yeah. But then he flips again and you're like, oh shit, well now he should be dead now.
Yeah.
But you were talking about how you think that Whiplash was just trying to like
no. Whiplash definitely was out
to prove
that
him. God can bleed or whatever. But clearly that was not his intent because he's like trying to cut his head off through the car and shit.
No, he was trying to kill him. But he still So here's how I see it. He still says he won, not because he caused him just to bleed. It's the reactor. Tony's the only one who's supposed to. Tony is the only one who was supposed to be able to make that, but here he is with the one in his chest. Here he is with the technology.
Yeah, and that causes problems.
Yeah. So it's like he put himself out there. He made it known, hey, Tony's not the only one that
I
can
would
do this.
say, and I put it down here, Whiplash should have been done after the racetrack. He shouldn't have been in the rest of the movie. That should have been his purpose, would be to come in and have that be his purpose to show that, to fuck Tony up in that way and show that he's not the only one that can make it, and then have Hammer take over from that point and be the main villain and use that to his advantage. And Whiplash should have never been in the rest of the movie. He should have been gone. That should have been in and out. It would have been amazing.
Mickey Rourke sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No, fuck you.
But no, it's just, I don't know. Whiplash, he was very he felt like a side B character trying to be a side A. You know what I mean? Yeah, like a class A.
But yeah, so that whole series is great. Them running into him with the car. It was a little weird because like they're fucking slamming into this regular guy with the car. But it's pretty fucking funny. He's like, "Give me the case, give me the case."
Yeah.
It's like they just have like such a good chemistry,
like
energy, like that trio. But yeah, that's great. And then right after that, you have like him breaking out of prison.
Yep.
which is pretty good. And then the dinner with Hammer is so fucking good. I love that scene where he just like comes in. It's this open ass fucking hangar. It's the most like ostentatious shit of all time. And he's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
And he's like, I just had this gelato flown in.
That's honestly like one of the best lines in the whole movie.
And that's I think the first time that he says, "I want my blood."
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
But yeah, that whole scene and just everything that Hammer is saying is great. And then right after that, they kind of start leaning a little bit more into the whole like palladium is like killing him with the core type thing.
Do you know what that was supposed to be, right?
No. What do you mean it's supposed to be?
I don't know if you knew this or not. Sorry, in the comics, he ends up going through an alcohol abuse phase.
Right. Something bottle, demon in a bottle.
Yeah. Well, he ends up going through a alcoholic phase, and that's what that was supposed to represent.
Yeah.
That was supposed to represent without them showing alcohol, because at this point Disney had to take over.
They did show alcohol. He gets drunk as fuck.
Yeah. But I'm saying they didn't make him an alcoholic. They just made him because he's dying. But that's he was really scummy when he was an alcoholic. Yeah.
But that's kind of how he became. What I wrote down is like it does make sense.
It does.
It makes perfect sense.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
That shit in his body is killing him.
It's killing him. Yeah.
I'm not saying that you said it. I'm just meant like. I'm just glad that wasn't just like some contrived thing.
No.
That like
right.
they actually it makes perfect sense that of course that shit would be fucking like destroying his body.
Yeah. No, it does. It makes perfect sense. It's great. I like the way I like and I hate the way that they moved away from that storyline. Because that alcoholic storyline is slightly important to Iron Man.
I think it might have been a little bit too dark.
It would have been too dark.
Even without Disney being a part of that, I think it would have been a little bit too far.
It's extremely dark, which is why they didn't do it.
Because this movie has just a tone of like fun throughout the whole thing.
Yes, it's true. So honestly, the way they handled it, it's great, but I would have loved to see them take that darker tone.
Maybe that's what a lot of people on another reboot 6 years down the line.
What I'm saying is that's what a lot of people complain about is Marvel doesn't know how to take it dark enough. It has dark moments, extremely dark moments, but they don't know how to take it too dark sometimes. Yeah. But it's working out for them. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar company, so whatever.
And then so that's sometime shortly after that. What was it? Justin and Whiplash, Ivan, they're together in the hangar, and he's showing him the suits, and he like goes to log on, and Justin's like, "Yeah, you'll be able to get in there as soon as we get you some encrypted passcodes."
Shit.
and then he just like he starts hacking into it, and Justin's just sitting there like, can we get this guy some encrypted passcodes? I think he needs some encrypted passcodes. He said encrypted passcodes like 6 times, and I'm just fucking dying laughing.
Yeah, he's good though. He is. That's what I mean. But that's what I mean. But he's supposed to come off like annoying.
And then he's like, no, cancel the passcodes, because he just breaks into it in seconds.
But I like Ivan's line where he's like, your software shit.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Software shit. What?
It's like okay.
Sam Rockwell is amazing. I wrote right after that, and then
he is, and I like when he gets angry.
Yeah,
where he does the hand gestures, dude. It's so good.
Like, I don't know if you know this, but I don't speak Russian.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
I don't know if you know this, but I don't speak Russian.
It's amazing.
And then when he goes in, he's like, take his TV, take his bird. You know what? Take his shoes. Fuck it. Take his shoes.
Yeah. No. He's like.
This is how I feel. This is how I feel.
No, when he's pacing back and forth, he's like, that wasn't your bird. You were complaining about your bird. Oh, you're friends with the bird now? It's so good.
Yeah, I'm a little confused about the bird.
Yeah, it's so good.
He's fucking good. Amazing.
He's great.
Dude.
He's great. Yeah, that part where he does like take his shoes, like it's so good. It is.
And then not long after that, he decides it's his birthday. Is it his birthday? Why does he have the party? Is it his birthday?
I think it is his birthday. I can't remember why he had the party. I can't remember. It might have been his birthday. Hey, I don't know. Something else. Who cares? He has a party.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, he has a party.
But yeah, he has the party, and he pisses in the Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Even though he says like he does have like a built-in filtration system or whatever, so I guess it's not that weird. But yeah, that, and then Rhodey shows up and they get pissed and they fight. But I will forever love, might be my favorite thing in the whole movie, like Robert Downey Jr.'s performance of him being drunk, and then he's like, "Hey yo, DJ, give me a fat beat to kick my buddy's ass to," and you're like laughing as he says it.
Goldstein.
Yes, Mr. Stark.
Give me a fat beat to beat my buddy's ass to.
It's so fucking good.
It's so
dude.
good, yeah.
It's like the most believable like drunk on screen I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Like the way he laughs as he's saying it. And then when they are fighting, there's a point where they fall through the ceiling.
Yeah.
And Natasha and Pepper are down there, and like Pepper's arguing with her. And then right when they fall through the ceiling, you can see just like for a split second that Natasha like does the Black Widow pose, like just instinctively.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool because they hadn't revealed that
ready.
she was Black Widow yet. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, like she was ready to go. She needed to.
Yeah, like she just out of reflex, like the ceiling breaks, she's like, ah. Yeah. She does the thing. Let's see. Yeah, then not long after that, you have the donut shop scene with Nick Fury. Yes. And I gotta say, and including the post-credit scenes from Iron Man 1 and this stuff in this movie, Samuel L. Jackson is phoning it in for the first two.
He is.
It's not good. You can tell he doesn't know what you can tell he doesn't know what this thing is yet. So he doesn't take it. He's not taking it seriously.
But here's the thing: he does take it serious, but I don't think he's ever done something like this because I don't know if you know this. So Nick Fury as a character in the comics, was white originally. Yeah. Okay. Then they came out with a black version of Nick Fury. Yeah. But that black version of Nick Fury
was Samuel L. Jackson.
Was Samuel L. Jackson before Samuel L. Jackson even was going to take that.
Yeah,
role.
and then he just like opened a comic and was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
it's me.
But no. But for real, the artist flat out was like, no, it's inspired by Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. So it was perfect that they got him to cast it. Yeah. But it's not that he didn't know how serious to take it. You can tell that's not his typical roles.
Like I don't know though because I recently watched a movie. Fucking awful movie, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, that just came out. Terrible movie. But you can tell Samuel Jackson is just like, he's phoning in. It's exactly the same way that he is in Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 1. Yeah. I mean, it's the same shit. You can tell when he doesn't really care what's going on. It's not that he didn't know what it was, just that he didn't care yet because he didn't know how big it was going to be. Yes. Yeah. And then when you get to the Avengers, he's killing it. He's knocking it out of the park because he knows what's up now.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Avengers is a lot for everybody.
Yeah. Let's see. So, yeah, then, there's a lot. It's a little, there's that little back and forth about the Avengers and shit. And he's like, I didn't want to be on your team or whatever the hell. But really, he did, but he didn't, all that shit.
Yeah, well, he thought he was going to lead. He thought he was going to be the lead. He thought he was going to be like hot shit because he is the first one approached.
Right.
So he had this cocky mentality. And I think that's another scene that helped humble him a little bit. Where he's like, oh, okay, well. Because they're like, you don't play well with others and shit like that. So
Rhodey takes the suit that he got from that and takes it to the military.
No matter what, Rhodey was always going to get that suit.
Yeah.
Eventually.
We forgot to mention it for the first Iron Man. He's like, next time, baby.
Yeah. But it's not even just that. It's like, because Natasha said, for your own words, those suits have a safety feature that don't allow anybody that you don't want using them. Right. But Rhodey was using it, no problem. Of course. It's because obviously Rhodey was always going to be meant to use it.
Yeah. So then at that point, we go through the weapon tour scene with Hammer, which is just amazing.
Yes.
It's like, no, your style, I can tell you're not feeling this one. Let me get, how about this one? No? Okay, how about this one?
Yeah.
And then it builds up to the ex-wife. It's like, he so over-explains it. It's the funniest shit ever. He's like, this shit can fucking break the bunker, under the bunker, write a book, read the book to you at bedtime. It's like, holy shit, it's like really funny.
It's capable of busting the bunker under the bunker you just busted. If it were any smarter, it'd write a book that would make Ulysses look like it was written in crayon. And it would read it to you. This is my Eiffel Tower. This is my Rachmaninoff's Third, my Pieta. It's completely elegant, it's bafflingly beautiful, and it's capable of reducing the population of any standing structure to zero. I call it the ex-wife.
Then there's that point where Tony he gets like the strawberries and goes to see Pepper and is talking to her. That whole scene is fucking funny as well. When he's like trying to move the fucking the thing that's rotating and he's just getting pissed off at it. And then she's like, do you know the one thing in this world that I'm deadly allergic to? He's like, strawberries. And he's like, well, I knew that's progress. I knew there was a connection there between you and strawberries. I'm like, that's good.
Did you bring me strawberries? Did you know that there's only one thing on Earth that I'm allergic to?
Strawberries. Mm-hmm. This is progress, Pepper. I knew there was a correlation between you and this.
No, it's so good.
And then also, Happy comes in. He's like, hey, boss, shit's ready to go. And then Pepper responds because he made her CEO.
Yeah.
But he starts to say something. And then he's like looking back and forth. And he's like, I was both the kids in the divorce, didn't I?
It's so good.
It's like, there's so many great fucking, I think the Iron Man movies, maybe next to Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy, are the most comedic and funny movies 100%. Out of all of them, and they're so good.
No matter how dark they get, they still have those very shining moments. It's very
they're so fucking funny. And then let's see, then we get towards the end where he has the drones set up now, and he's going out on stage present it at the expo.
Yes,
or it's not the expo. It's in the same area, but it's like a hammer.
Expo. Yeah, but it's still the Stark Expo.
Is it? Okay.
It's the Stark Expo.
Well, he's doing his presentation, and he goes out there, and he's fucking dancing on the stage.
Yeah.
And apparently that was improvised. He just like was walking out and just started doing that wacky ass dance.
That's funny.
It was so good. The War Machine suit is fucking awesome.
It is.
It's so well designed.
Very nice.
It's really good.
It's very well. It's straight from the comics. Straight from the comics, 100%.
It's just pasted straight on the screen. It looks amazing.
It looks great.
Then we can talk about the retcon of Peter Parker. It's supposed to be in Iron Man.
I told Rachel that scene is stupid.
What's about it is stupid?
That they made it for that little boy to be Peter.
Why is that stupid?
I don't like it.
I do.
I don't. That was a fan
But
theory.
it doesn't matter either way. It's like so inconsequential. It's just like fun to be like, oh, that was him.
Here's why it bugs me, right? You know that was never meant to be Peter Parker.
No, of course not.
But some fan was like, oh, that's Peter. It makes sense. And the director was like, yeah, I intended to do that. That's flat out what happened. The director flat out was like, yeah, that's Peter Parker. Like, he confirmed it.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. 100%.
No, Kevin Feige was like, yeah, we're just saying it's that.
No. Like, one of the people that did it, like, one of the people that shot the movie was like, oh, yeah, that's Peter Parker. And, like, bro. Like, I promise you. Somebody, like, I remember watching a video on it, and somebody confirmed it.
Imagine being that guy, though, and he really did intend it, and now nobody believes
him.
him.
Yeah, that's the problem. And that's why it's just like, eh.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, they could have, for Spider-Man, like, it would have been nice if they nodded that, like, he was at that expo or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they didn't own it, so they couldn't.
I know.
So.
No, they could have. They still owned, like, rights. They don't own the rights to the movie, but they own the rights to what's going on in those movies.
Right.
So,
but either way, it's just like I don't think it's that big
cool.
of a deal.
It doesn't hurt the movie, but I just hate that they were like, yeah, that's what it is, and it's just like, no, like fuck.
I don't know. I don't think it hurts anything. I think it's just kind of like a nice little you call it like an Easter egg, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't even, bro. I swear I'm fun at parties, but I
see like, but it's fun. I think it's just that it was fun when it was a theory, but now that they confirmed it, now somehow it's not fun.
It's not fun. Yeah,
I don't know. I think it is fun that they confirmed it.
Nah, I hate it. As a theory, great, because it always keeps you wondering. But for the people that were like, "Yo, that's Peter Parker," I was like, "Yeah, go fuck yourself." Like, no.
Okay, so then we're into that final fight, and dude,
it's good. Damn. It's good.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best.
Yes, it's so.
It might be the best Iron Man fight scene.
Oh, I think so, dude. When they both touch
ripping through the fucking drones, and Rhodey's like shooting it, and oil is spraying on his.
No. Wait. Let's talk about before that.
What?
Oh, yeah, the bigger weapon should take the high road. And then the woman's like, where are you going? He's like, no, where do you want to stay? He's like, no, clearly I'm the bigger guy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this is where you don't want to be. He's like, you don't stay
the kill
here.
zone. This is the kill box.
And then they both get stuck in the kill zone. It's so good.
Well, we want to take the high ground, okay? So let's put the biggest gun up on that ridge.
Gotcha. Where do you want to be?
Where are you going?
What are you talking about?
You
have a big gun. You are not the big gun.
Tony, don't be jealous.
No, it's subtle, all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, it's called being a badass.
Fine. All right. You go up top. I'll draw him in.
Well, don't stay down here. This is the worst place to be.
Okay, you got a spot. Where's mine?
It's the kill box, Tony, okay? This is where you go to die.
So good.
Yeah, but that actual fighting is like maybe like a minute and a half of like some of the purest, best fucking kick ass action I've seen.
The coordination between the two is amazing, and like you said, that scene actually stuck out to me the most. I was like, that's like gruesome in a very robotic way, where he's like,
Tony just like fucking like grabs one, like just rips it in half.
That's the best part about making them all robots.
Like cutting into him. Yeah. Fucking
they were
awesome.
Just tear them apart and
fucking
like
awesome.
No rated R rating needed.
Yeah, nothing to change.
So good.
I noticed at the end that Pepper like comes out of the tower and she's just like ordering the police around. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Why are they listening to her? They don't question it at all.
They don't know.
Like, in the Avengers, Captain America starts telling them, they're like, why should we take orders from you?
Yeah.
But Pepper Potts comes out, she's like, set up a perimeter over there, and he's like, yes, ma'am. It's like, who the fuck? What? Yeah. And then, God, the whiplash shoot at the end it looks so fucking bad. The CGI on
Yes.
him in it when the helmet
Yeah,
is
because his
open
head doesn't match.
It's so bad. Like, it's
very
really,
bad.
really fucking bad.
It's very bad. And that's what I mean. I don't like the villain either. Mickey Rourke's face ruins that scene.
His face is that they couldn't CGI his face in
Mickey
there.
Rourke! No,
Damn it! Whoa!
I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, Mickey, if you're watching this.
No, it's not that. It's just, I don't know. It's something about it looks off. It's the lighting on his face.
It's
looks
everything
so
about
wrong.
it. It just looks like they photoshopped his face over the top of the suit. Like, it doesn't look like it's not
terrible.
blended. It's terrible. It's
The only cool thing about that whole scene is watching when they both get tied up and they do the blast. That's fucking awesome for them to do that blast.
Yeah, that's
on
pretty
him.
cool.
Other than that,
That's what I'm saying, though, is they use that as a payoff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in Iron Man 1, they don't do that.
Yeah.
They set up the thing, and then they don't use it to pay off.
Yeah.
Like, that was actually the end of the fight. Like,
Yeah.
they killed him with that.
Exactly. And then for Pepper to be in danger and then Tony had to come save her. And then they're on the roof having that conversation.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then that's Iron Man 2. What is there? There's no post-credit scene, is there?
Yes, there is.
Is there?
For Iron Man 2.
Oh, for Thor.
Yeah,
I just
Thor.
didn't write it down.
Thor.
I forgot to write it down. Yeah, that setting up Thor, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. That
Rachel and I got
just,
to an argument. I don't know if you realize this. Do you realize that not most, but a chunk of the after credit scenes are in the actual next movies? Like, do you realize that?
Yes, some of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's in Thor, but not the same way. It's
different
shot
angles.
differently
Different angles,
in
yes.
Thor, yeah.
Yeah. But like the Bucky one's in there where he's like, which Bucky am I talking to?
The one at the end of
Winter Soldier? No.
uh,
Which is the one before?
the
Civil
one
War?
at the end of Captain America.
No.
I think there's
No.
one that yeah, there is, because he goes in and
Oh
talks
yeah,
to
he
him.
talks to yes.
And that's in the Avengers.
That's in the
And,
Avengers.
and in fact, I don't know if you watched it, but on Disney Plus, it's literally the trailer for the Avengers,
Yes.
which
I
is
didn't
so
know
fucking
that.
weird.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I watched it. I got to the end credit scene. I was like, why is this in a different aspect ratio?
Yeah.
It's because it was a trailer. They
Yeah.
just left the trailer at the end,
Yeah.
which I guess is how it was in theaters. So they just
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to preserve
just-
it.
exactly.
But that's just weird.
Smart. No, it's smart though. Everybody
Yeah.
expected to
I just
see
wasn't
the credit scene, and then like
wasn't
mine was
ready for it.
blown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Anyways, so yeah, Iron Man
Also,
2.
why can't we get more movies to do that? Like, give us a teaser, bro. Because I don't think they knew like we were gonna get an Avengers movie that soon. It was literally the next summer,
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
and it was like, oh
everybody's
shit,
like, oh shit, yeah.
yeah. Like, dude, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways,
Anyways, we'll talk more about that when we get to Captain America,
yeah.
Iron Man, the first Avenger. Okay.
All right, so
So Thor.
yes,
Thor, 2011,
yep,
directed by Kenneth Branagh.
okay. I don't think
we're
the
just-
director matters that much, but you know,
Well, that's 'cause
Specifically
you're a pussy.
for this one,
No,
anyways.
it's because you're a pussy.
no, just specifically.
Actually, it
for
does
this
matter
one.
for this one because this movie is has a certain look to it that he very much enjoyed, which we'll talk about. But,
Okay, I mean that's fine, but the thing is like Thor is one of the lowest scored movies in all of MCU.
no, hell, it isn't. It's
Yes, it is.
77%. I just saw it.
Yeah, it's one of the lower ones though. That is one of the lower ones.
That's not no.
I believe it's in the top lower 10.
there has to be one that's lower than.
Oh, yeah,
Thor:
of course.
Dark World should be lower than that. People hate.
Yeah,
the
Thor Dark World as well is lower than that too. But I believe Thor's the first two Thors doesn't matter. This is what the subject is about. We'll talk more about that later. But I'm
Look.
pretty sure the first two Thors are considered to be two of the lowest MCU movies.
Yeah, I think so, probably.
Because a lot of the MCU movies landed between like 7s and like 9s. There was a couple. I think there was maybe closer to a 10. Anyways, whatever. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, so the movie starts. They're doing kind of like some storm chasing type shit, and
Yeah.
they run into Thor as he comes down through the Bifrost. And does it immediately cut back to him in Asgard right after that? This is before they go to the
believe-
hospital. It goes to him in Asgard.
Yeah.
I think.
No. It's not to him in Asgard.
Oh no, wait. The whole
No, it's
movie
the-
opens with Asgard, doesn't it? Does it?
No, it opens with that scene.
And
he gets
then it
hit,
goes to
and
the
then she's
flashback
like, tell me
of-
you're not dead. And it goes to the flashback. They're fighting. They're battling.
It's
Or is that Dark World?
No. It goes to a flashback of Odin narrating how everything came to be from the past, of like how the gods used to be known by the mortals and
Yeah.
and the war and all that.
Yeah.
That's what it cuts to.
Yeah.
And then at that point, there's a certain point where he talks about Asgard.
By the way, hold on. Sorry, because we did this before when we recorded. Let me try and cut you off real quick because we were trying to record before, but the recording was off. Anyways, so this is obviously very different. We're dressed in different clothes, and the corner is different because we shot these episodes on 2 separate days, and we're just linking it as one episode because the intro that we gave. But yeah. But anyways, I just wanted to make sure we got that out there.
Yeah, that's out there. The Asgard just looks it's so great looking, like always.
Oh,
All three of the movies, the design of Asgard is fantastic.
Very well done. Yes,
and a really like a nice mix of futuristic and like that. I don't know. It looks like a fucking organ, like tubes, like the tower, but just like that mix of futuristic technology and like the idea of it being like an older civilization of like Norse mythology and all that. I feel like it's really well done. Yeah,
it is. Visually, visually for the most part, the movie's really very well done. There's one thing that I noticed when I was watching, and I don't want to skip to it yet, but when we get to the when Thor leaves and he defies Odin.
Yeah.
When we get to that, I'll talk about it. But anyways, go ahead, because I know you got some shit to say.
Thor, Chris Hemsworth's face in this movie. I don't know if you've ever noticed this. If you know what I'm talking about.
I guarantee you, we're gonna go the same way.
What is it? Bleached eyebrows.
Bruh, I wrote on my notes eyebrows. I can't.
They did not stick with that for the rest of the movies.
No, because it looked terrible. It looked horrendous.
I never noticed it. The first 2-3 times that I watched this movie until I saw somebody else point it out in a video, and then I just couldn't unsee it. You can't unsee it.
It's the same thing with me. I literally wrote this, and I was watching it, and I was like, why does he look so odd? I was like, there's something about him.
Does he just? Well, okay, I guess he doesn't have blonde hair in Ragnarok.
Eyebrows. No, he does not. He does not. But it doesn't matter. He doesn't have. Yeah, but he doesn't have blonde hair in there. They're more like brownish, like.
Oh, like a dirty blonde.
Like a dirtier blonde.
In Dark World.
Yes. It's okay. So they tried to go. I believe they tried to go comic book accurate. That's not going to work in a movie.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you see with super bleached eyebrows in real life?
Well, it's not that bleached. I mean, if you're blonde, are your eyebrows the same color as your hair?
No, they're usually dirtier blonde.
Oh.
Yeah.
But just notice that as a thing. There's it's points ugly. Where I think for instance when he is there's a way later down the line, but when he's in the cell when Loki shows up to tell him blah 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 and lie to him, and you just get close up shots of his face, and he's like,
and he's supposed to look all confused, and his expression of eyebrows,
it's weird.
Looks super odd. Yes, the bleached eyebrows are rough.
He's about to get elected or not
elected. Yeah, they're holding it.
He's about to have the ceremony and become
El Kingo. No, it's not the king, but it's
it is
heir.
King. He would be king. Yeah, he would be king.
Yeah, he would be king. Yeah.
But it gets interrupted by the frost giants breaking into the thing and trying to steal the whatever the fuck that thing is.
Yeah. It's called the coffin, is it not?
Maybe. I don't know.
I can't remember what it's called. To be fair, what does it matter? It was just for that movie, and then we move on.
I had always thought when I first seen it, I was like, I feel like that could have been the Tesseract in there or something, the way it glowed blue. But I don't know if they ever planned for that to begin with. But they break in and interrupt the ceremony, and we see the Destroyer for the first time, just absolutely fucking destroy him. And then they go down there, and he's like, how did they get in here? We gotta go fucking kill everybody. We gotta kill everybody.
It shows you how arrogant.
And then probably one of my favorite lines in the whole movie is Odin goes, he's like, when I am king, or since I am king, I'll do it. And he goes, but you're not king. Yeah. It's the way he says it.
The way he delivers that.
The way he says it. But you're not king.
Yeah.
As king of Asgard.
But you're not king.
Yeah.
Not yet. Or whatever the fuck.
But to be fair, it was delivered well. It was.
Yeah, he does. He has an amazing performance in this.
Yeah, honestly, him as Odin. I feel
like he starts to give less of a shit as the movies go on.
But it's not that he gives less of a shit. It's just he's at the point where he's dwindling.
I guess, but I don't know.
That's supposed to be what he is.
I think he's literally said that though, in an interview. He's like, I just don't really care anymore. I think, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but at the same time, it plays off. I don't know his.
Yeah, it does.
It plays off well. It does.
Jotunheim, the planet, is cool, but what do they just stand in this ice waste? What do they do all day? Just stand around and look stupid? What the fuck is going on?
They have a city, but
do they?
Yeah, they have a city.
Just kind of looks like a bunch of rocks, if you ask me.
I'm sure they have a city.
I don't know. They just kind of stand around in caves all day waiting for people to show up so they can get mad at them.
Probably.
But it's
that's canon. We're making that canon right now.
It's so cool, but it's such a desolate wasteland. It's what the fuck is going on here?
It is.
Let's see. I had the first fight scene.
Oh, wait. Real quick. Okay. So, props to the casting crew for that, because apparently I didn't know this until actually, we started rewatching Phase 1. Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston, they were nobodies.
Yeah.
Before Thor, and they shitted on the casting crew and the director for hiring them. They're they hired a bunch of nobodies for these roles, and here we are 10 years later, and they're two of the best loved characters.
a lot of these movies, like a lot of them, like I mean, RDJ wasn't a nobody, but he was a risk.
He was at that point. Yeah, he's
Chris
a risk.
Pratt was a nobody at the point.
It's not that he was a nobody.
He was
liked. He was liked.
No, he was. All you had was Parks and Recreation. And
No. He had a couple other movies. He had a couple other.
Yeah,
movies.
but like for people to know him,
No. It wasn't anything hugely notable, but he was still more well known. But Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston.
But I'm saying like Chris Pratt, like when they casted him, that's what propelled him to be.
Oh yeah,
the star
that he is today.
Then he gets Jurassic World. He gets all these action movies.
I'll give you that. That's true.
Whatever else he went into, but yeah, I think that's the case for a lot of different things. Like they tend to cast people you don't expect or haven't heard of.
They tend to cast people that they can give a cheap check to.
Who knew about Tom Holland before he was casted as Spider-Man? I'd never heard of him in my life.
That's true. That's very true.
But anyway, yeah. So Thor gets pissed and fucking socks that one frost giant who said some bullshit to him. And then that fight scene starts, and for the first, I'd say, the first half of that fight scene, it is, it's rough. A lot of cuts, really hard to tell what the fuck is going on.
It's not good. I'm telling you, and I think it was reshoots. I think
maybe,
it was reshoots.
But I mean, it's hard to tell because there's so little action in the movie that you can't tell if if there was another action scene we could compare it, but there isn't.
Yeah, it's definitely a slower movie.
There's no other action scene like that where there's multiple people fighting one on one and different. Yeah. All the other action we get is him and Loki and him and the Destroyer. Yeah. And those are very different types of fights.
Let's take a second to talk about Loki, actually.
Now?
Yeah. We're not talking about him as a whole character. Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about from the beginning. How well off did they portray him as this very cunning, character? Think about it as somebody new. You would not have expected for the Loki now to be that Loki that started, because they're two very, very, very separate characters.
Yeah, he and I think actually if you don't know Loki going into it, I think it's actually might come slightly surprising, that he. I mean, they reveal that he's up to no good pretty early on, but to begin with, it kind of seems like he's being pretty genuine.
Some of it, yeah. Some of it. And then when it's when he comes off, when you see his narcissistic side come through, or his real petty side, it's
you
just
start to really see what's going on. Yeah,
but they did a really it's crazy how much of a character he changed.
Is fantastic.
Yeah, he's great. He's
really good.
He's so good. I remember reading I don't think they were originally supposed to plan on keeping him that long. They were not supposed to. No, they were either going to kill him off or they were going to slowly just put him off the side. But people loved him as a character. Mm-hmm. They loved him so much that when he made his first Comic-Con appearance, I think you and I were talking about this.
He came out as Loki.
Kevin Feige or somebody told him you should come out as Loki.
Yeah,
and he did. He addressed the crowd as Loki, and it's just dude, that's really cool.
Yeah,
but yeah, and he only has, I don't know if you knew this either, before Loki the show, I think he had
a lot of screen time.
2.5, 2 hours and 40. Yes.
Well, 2 hours.
Yeah, total.
I was about to say 2 minutes.
No, across the whole MCU.
I was gonna say he gets a lot of play.
He doesn't. Yeah, he does. But that's what I'm saying, and that's where he gets the most.
And a decent amount in Dark World. I'd say those are.
That's where he gets the most. But it's less than 3 hours if I remember correctly through the whole MCU, and it's just wow. And he's played such a pivotal role.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, back on subject.
Thor, when he's fighting, he does that thing where he spins his hammer and then shoves it into the ground and it kicks up rocks and he aims it at him. I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. That's a cool display of what he can do with the hammer.
But here's my problem.
Instead of just whacking people.
Here's my problem with that though, right?
Yeah.
You don't ever see that again.
I think you do see it one more. I think it shows up at the start of Ragnarok.
No, because even in Ragnarok, he slams down. He jumps up and slams. He doesn't just show his power. I think it looks more powerful with him just spinning the hammer and slamming it.
I feel like he might do something similar at the very start when he's in the hell place fighting all those.
Yeah, no, he jumps because he
does the jump, but he has other. I'm talking about just a small fighting thing.
Nah, his fighting in Thor Ragnarok is way better actually.
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying. I think he does some sort of similar spinning thing. He might just spin it and I can't remember, but we'll have to.
No, he does. He throws it and he spins it. And
he does that.
He catches it. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I believe he catches it and then he slams his fist down and gets the crowd off.
I mean, that's fine though that he never does it again.
Yeah, but honestly, it comes off very powerful because he didn't have to build it up. He literally just spun the hammer and slammed it.
Yeah, it was just a cool little way to show that he can do more than just beat people with a hammer.
Yeah.
He has more ideas.
I mean, we got a lot of that in Ragnarok when he's like, "You're not Thor, the King of Hammers." It's so good. That's one of the best lines in that movie. Anyways, we got ahead of ourselves. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I like that whole overall I like the whole thing on Jotunheim of them being chased and all that shit. And in the end, when Odin shows up, he actually does show up on the 6-legged horse, which makes me wonder: is it canon that Loki gave birth to a 6-legged horse? Because they never talk about it, so it's entirely possible that he gave birth to that bad boy.
Absolutely possible.
It is 100% possible. They'll probably never talk about it, but it could be because he comes down from the heavens and like rears up, and you see it has 6 legs. I'm not sure. I love when they get back, and he's like reprimanding Thor or whatever.
Yes.
And Loki tries to step in. He's like, well, actually. And this is another performance of Oda that I love. He's like, hey! It's like, and then Loki just shuts the fuck up.
Yeah, real
like
fast.
He's like, but father, hey! He's like, father, hey! It's like,
oh,
so intense.
He's like,
She's like, okay. You see Loki later go, okay, like I'm not gonna talk anymore.
Again, really good performance by Odin, 100%.
Yeah. It's a little weird though. Like I get that the idea is that he supposedly like had the plan that, you know, he would banish him and he would learn a lesson and then come back, but like he just kind of like stripped him of any protection he had and just shot him down to earth and banished him from there for life without a second thought. Like, what if he didn't learn his lesson? What if he didn't find a way back? He'd be fucked. Your son's done. Like, it's a little risky, I feel like. Unless he can like see the future.
I don't know what happened. I thought he had it. Like,
he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
You know when him and his wife went to bed that night, she's like,
yeah,
are you sure he's gonna be all right?
Are you sure?
Oh, of course.
No, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so he gets banished. I wrote that.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think he yells at her like that too? Like she questions and he's like, "Hey!" That's gonna come off so loud.
She's like, well, actually, I mean, he like makes a decision. She's like, well, honey, if I were you, but you're not me.
Because she does. She's like, your father does everything for a reason. Like,
she's
like, I'm so used to your father's bullshit. I'm just gonna let it happen.
I put down as a note that I think Darcy is not great in this movie.
Nope, she doesn't shine through.
Kind of cringy in a lot of points. Like the lines that they gave her
didn't work,
and I don't think she was
well. Because at the time,
I think she's a lot better in 2. I'm pretty sure I like her humor in 2, and I think she's like. I think she's like fine in WandaVision, but in this one, like everything she said, I was like
it's
I
funny.
was just like cringing at a lot of the stuff she said.
I thought the same thing watching it. I was like, I'm not enjoying her character as much as I was in the other ones. Yeah,
you gotta love that they take that gag of her running into him with the car.
Yeah,
and like you gotta think like the first time you watch it, you wouldn't have been expecting that, but like they had the camera set up so perfectly. They're talking for like a good like minute and a half, and she's like fine, and then she starts backing up, and then then he walks out. Like I thought that was funny. That's a good joke. What else we got? Stan Lee cameo of being in the truck trying to pull the hammer out of the ground. I feel like that's a pretty good one.
That's a good one. That's actually better than I remember.
Maybe at the end we should rank Stan Lee cameos too, just like as a quick thing.
We should.
At the very end, we'll
compile. We'll do a quick thing. We'll do a quick thing where we rank. I already know which is going to be.
Not at the end of this. I mean, at the end of everything. We'll just do.
At the end of the phases. Yeah. At the end of the phases. Yeah.
And then I wrote here, weird that they figure out he came out of the storm from nowhere, but just refused to believe anything else that he tells them.
Yeah.
Like, anything else, and the way he's acting, like, you should immediately be like, well, something's clearly going on. This man just appeared out of a fucking laser storm from the sky.
Yeah, out of the Bifrost. Like,
but no. He's crazy. He's clearly high. And
clearly, like, this is all they were looking for. This is all they've been wanting, and then... Yeah. That's where they leave it. That's it. They're just like, no, it's not real.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, take a guy, take him to a mental institute.
Yeah, and I mean, at that point, there's been like Hulk. People know of the Hulk. People know of Iron Man. Yep. Like, and they're like surprised by this.
That's
what
I'm saying. I don't know, man.
I guess those are a little bit more grounded than like actual gods coming down from the sky. So maybe, but
yeah, the refusal of them believing that got me for weird. It got me for a good chunk of it.
Sometime not far after that, we get the sequence of him breaking into the little compound where they have the hammer. I love that whole sequence. I think that's really good. Like that whole thing of him getting in there and fighting the motherfuckers. Like that's actually there is another fight of him fighting, and that's a good fight.
That's a good fight, and that's also when he gets officially like whelmed, I guess, humbled. Humbled. That's the word I'm looking for. That's when he gets humbled, where he's like, I'm not worthy of the hammer anymore. Yeah. That's when it hits him, and he's like, oh yeah, I fucked up. Yeah. It's not enough that I got banished to Earth. No, it's the fact that I can't pick up my hammer.
And this is the first time we see Hawkeye in any of the movies.
Didn't care for it.
I think I'd be fine with it. The only problem I have with it, and I wrote it down, is that he's like, Bart, we need you up, we need our eyes up high, or whatever. And he runs over and he like blatantly like puts his hand on a sniper rifle and then switches to the bow. Like he would never do that. He uses a bow explicitly. Like they just wanted that to be like a moment in the theater. But like when you really think about it, it's like, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he going up, laying both of his hands fully gripping the sniper rifle, then being like, nope, and going straight to the bow? He would just pick up the bow.
Yeah, he literally walks up to. He's like,
he doesn't use guns.
What am I doing? In reality, that wasn't Hawkeye. That was Jeremy Renner being like, hey, I was trying to play Hawkeye. Like, shit, hold on, what am I doing? Yeah. But like, no,
damn, I just thought the sniper rifle looked cool.
But yeah, no, you're right. And I don't care. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for his introduction because that is his introduction into the.
I like it actually. I do like it. I just don't like that part.
It could have been. They should have showcased him more.
I feel like it's not enough.
That's what it is.
That's what you're saying. That's
what I'm saying.
Because he shows up in the Avengers, and you're like, well, we still haven't really seen anything.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I felt like it wasn't enough.
They could have done a little bit more, but as it is, just as standalone, just him being in it, I like it.
Yeah,
but like,
I mean, I'll give him that.
They definitely could have given him more before having him show up in the Avengers. I agree with that.
For sure.
There's the point at the end right before the Destroyer shows up, and the Warriors come down to like find Thor and try and save him, and they're walking down the street. There's the Shield agents on the roof, and he radios back to base, and he just like calls them different things or whatever. And he just calls the Asian guy, just like, we got a Jackie Chan here. I'm like, that's just racist.
Yeah.
That's just racist.
I was like,
what the fuck?
I was like, damn, like they really like they went old school Disney racism there.
Racism.
Yeah, it was just like
we got a Jackie Chan here. He's like, no, he's just Asian.
Dude, rough.
Yeah. I can't remember why I wrote this, but I wrote Loki is pretty damn evil.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you say that because here I wrote Loki was much more evil in this first movie compared to anything else he's in.
I think he might be the most evil in the Avengers.
No, I really don't think so because he legitimately killed Thor.
What?
He kills Thor in Thor.
Yeah, but he tried to kill Thor in the Avengers.
Yes, he tries to kill him, but you can tell slightly like it's not as powerful. Bro, he has a scepter. He could definitely do more. But in here, he fucking smacked the shit out of him, and then bro, he fucked him up. Like here, and it was like dirty too. It was like very.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. He was trying to kill them, but no, because. Never mind. You're right. We'll talk about the Avengers because I did write a note about it. Yeah. He's still just as cunning in the first Avengers, but in here it's like you got a real look at his evil.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, especially towards the end. But Heimdall is fucking awesome.
Yep.
In all of the movies, Heimdall is like a highlight in all of them. He always has the most.
Yeah, but it's too bad. It's too bad that Idris Elba didn't like playing him.
Well, I mean, he didn't really do anything.
No.
Is he dead now? He dies in Ragnarok, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. But he didn't play. It's funny because by the end, I think he started to have more of a love for it.
Yeah.
But at the time, he didn't care for it because something about he had done more realism movies and more drama movies, and then to come.
Well, I bet he probably liked it in Ragnarok because it went away from because nobody liked that they were doing this super serious tone with the first two.
But he was saying to go to this character that's based in fantasy is kind of like. He's like it was weird because I just came off.
Well, he did great.
Movie. He did good. It's not like he didn't. Yeah, he didn't just.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, he still did great.
I actually, I love that, when Loki freezes him, he's so fucking badass that he literally gets the sword inches from him, even though he's currently being frozen. He's that fucking,
And he is powerful, though. He is.
Yeah, he's dope.
The reason Loki froze him is because he was scared of him.
Well, there's nothing, otherwise he'd be fucked. The Destroyer is awesome.
Yep.
The Destroyer is fucking amazing. The sound design on that and everything is
it's almost Iron Man suit just not the sound.
I was gonna say I love when he shows up on Earth. Coulson is or somebody's to Coulson. He's is this one of Stark's?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, that guy never tells me anything. I was like, that's pretty funny. Destroyer is really awesome. And then I wrote here, there's so many. It's a weird choice for this movie, and I don't think Kenneth Branagh directed the second one. I think it's been different directors for each one.
Yes,
I might be wrong.
It is,
but. He has a very large obsession with Dutch angles.
Dutch angles?
You know what a Dutch angle? It's so if you're watching the movie, the camera is constantly like this. The camera is tilted like this.
Yes,
on
it's
everything.
a weird side. Yes,
that's a Dutch angle.
Anything,
just me too. But it's it'll just be tilted this way.
Yeah,
never straight on.
Yeah.
There's so many Dutch angles. in this movie.
Some of the shots like that are
some of them are good,
but not all of them.
But it's just a little bit too much.
You know where those shots actually do work.
Yeah.
When they're on Asgard. There's I believe now that you say it, there's one that I really noticed is when he's walking across the bridge, and they have a side shot, and I was like, okay, that actually works pretty well. But yeah, there's some shots where it's just no. Don't do that.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's just like once you notice it, it's
There's
very
a lot.
noticeable. And I think it could have been toned down a little bit and been more of just like a little bit of a spice sprinkled on the movie.
Yeah,
rather than
but
like the
also
whole
make sure
thing.
that it looks good in the whole shot. Like some shots it doesn't work. Like when he's normal.
Yeah.
Hulk.
Yeah,
Or,
like
I said Hulk.
for
Thor.
instance, like in the prison, like I was talking about when he's like, "Whoa, or Dad's dead, or everybody's dead, or whatever." His face is like tilted like this. He's like, "Huh?" It looks a little weird.
Yeah. It's the eyebrows, but whatever.
I think he gets shit on, and then he gets his powers back, or it might be before that. I can't remember.
No, he gets shit on.
He's talking to Coulson, and he says something like blah blah blah, son of Cole.
Yeah,
He calls
son
him
of Coulson. Yeah, son of Cole. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Son of Cole.
Which I thought was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
that's pretty good.
I don't think you've been completely honest with me.
Know this, son of Cole.
Yeah, so then we get to the end of the movie when they have the fight, and I love that he puts Mjolnir on him and just leaves him there, just sitting there because he can't move. And I wrote, breaking the bridge seemed like such a big-ass deal at the time, but it ended up being completely inconsequential, like, overall.
Yep, we never got...
Like, there's a big time jump to Dark World where they haven't seen each other, but really he just finds a way to get back anyway.
To be fair, it's like you said, I think it's because it's been different directors.
Maybe, yeah.
It didn't matter at that point, but I have a feeling it was supposed to be something.
I think they did a lot of that stuff, though, in the early days of the MCU, of, like, setting up something, and then later they're just like, well, actually, we're not going to go with that.
They did. That was a mistake. They didn't know how big these movies were going to become. They had no idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunately they did that. They set up for a lot, and then a lot of those plots ended up just being like, okay, bye.
Yeah. Loki, when he falls at the end, did not hold up very well.
Nope.
He looks like a 2D image, like just like getting smaller.
Yeah, it looks rough.
So that kind of took away from that moment a little bit, but that was still pretty.
It was
way for
cool
him
to
to go
see. Did you notice? You could tell the love between Odin and Thor of what they have for Loki.
Yeah.
Because Odin's just like, no, Loki. Like,
no, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, and he's just like, okay, he can go now, bye. But like Thor's like, you can tell he's genuinely hurt by like what happens with like Loki. But Odin's just like, man, that's okay. He's not my favorite.
Yeah,
fuck that.
him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck that blue bitch.
The only thing he gave me was this 6-legged horse.
And then I just wrote at the very end, I just wrote like overall Anthony Hopkins as Odin is just like a great performance, especially in this movie in particular. And then the post-credit scene was what? Was it a trailer for the Avengers?
It was no. It was the
something.
It was Captain America: Shield and Ice.
Was it?
Was it not? Yeah, because that's the next movie.
Oh, it might have been.
And I
wrote
it's
Avengers post-credit scene.
People.
What did I see? I don't remember seeing a post-credit scene.
Did we put the movies in the wrong order?
What do you
Was
mean?
Thor not next?
No, Thor. Yeah, it's Thor, then Cap,
America
and then.
Yeah, Captain America. No, it's not.
It is. Captain
No,
America's.
because Captain America's a post-credit scene. That's the one with Captain. That's the
Yeah,
one with the
that's
Avengers.
I don't know why I wrote that then. I must have
Yeah,
fucked
no,
it up.
I swear for this one, it's like people. They're like, oh, you're gonna want to see this, and then they brush it off, and you see the shield.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I didn't watch the post-credit scene.
probably.
I didn't watch the
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
scene for this one.
Overall, it's fine. It's pretty good. It's fine.
It deserved the 77 it got.
Yeah, I guess so.
I definitely say it's like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say it's a 7 out of 10.
I-
It's
yeah.
enjoyable enough, but I'm gonna tell you right now, after this rewatch, I can probably skip Thor. I don't have to rewatch it.
I guess I don't know. I enjoy it enough. I enjoy it. I like. There's just
I can't get over the eyebrows.
There's something
man.
about.
I'm sorry, I can't. Like, you think I'm making a joke, but every time I see that, I'm just like, dude.
There's
like,
just
he looks
something
horrible.
about like the story, or just like the characters that carries it for me, like their connection and like the way they're portrayed. I
do like
and
that
the
we get to
interest
see
of the
Natalie,
world
like
and
Natalie
stuff.
Portman's character, and like.
Which we didn't really talk about. She's great. I
Yeah,
think
she's
pretty
good. It's
in
true.
this
We didn't
movie.
talk about her, but she was good. Like, and I'm looking forward to having her back. And what is it for Love and War? Is that what is it?
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Is it for Love and Thunder?
no, not for Love and Thunder.
Just Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. I'm pretty sure.
Thor. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? You get it. Whatever.
yeah,
it's
fuck
the
you.
Thor 4. Yeah.
It's overall it's pretty decent. I'd still think that Hulk is lower than this for me. It's
Oh no, Hulk
and
is
then Thor.
Hulk. Yeah, my it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We'll talk about it at the end, but I'm just saying,
We'll
like, I think this is the second weakest, probably.
Yeah,
of all.
it is. It is.